Hello everyone, I am Gunashekharan here. I welcome you all to my YouTube channel once again. And today's topic is International Drug Regulatory Authorities. Previously, we have seen three topics so far. That is pharmaceuticals, drugs and types of drugs. That is in the sense of brand drug and generic drug. Okay, what are the differences and everything. Now in today's topic, we are going to see International Drug Regulatory Authorities, also called regulatory agencies, also called regulatory bodies. And each and every country have their own individual and unique regulatory authority in place to control all these drugs from the beginning of the drug development till the product getting marketed. So this is the basics of the regulatory authorities. So today's topic is International Drug Regulatory Authority. This we are focusing more on towards cGMP because we are going to start our class on cGMP from the upcoming sessions. Okay, so let us listen to this and understand. If you have any doubts, please raise a query. I'm always there to attend that and reply you back. Meanwhile, I'm posting job related videos and other stuffs. Anyway, kindly utilize these particular sessions. Let us quickly get into the topic, and I will quickly give a glimpse about what these international drug regulatory authorities does. These drug regulatory authorities can also be called as drug regulatory agencies, drug regulatory bodies. Each and every country will have their own and unique drug regulatory authority in place to ensure and verify the drug product being developed and marketed product are safe and effective for the consumers or by the public. Okay, so let me tell about what is the critical role they play. Okay, so global regulatory authority plays a crucial role in ensuring the drug products are safe and effective for the public or any consumers. First thing. Second thing, their key function is to evaluate the data from clinical trials to determine its safety and efficacy of the new drug. And the third thing is reviewing and approving the new drugs before they can be sold into the market. They also involves assessing the quality of the data and analyzing the results and deciding either the drug should be approved or not. Once the drug is on the market, that is, once the drug started selling into the market, still the regulatory agency have all the power, and the regulatory agency can monitor the drug product for its safety and effectiveness through post-marketing surveillance study. This is what the phase 4 which I have explained in the earlier chapter. Okay, so now the regulatory agencies, that is international drug regulatory authorities, and what they does. As a routine study, we do recap of chapter number 3, regulatory agency and international drug regulatory agencies. What is regulatory agency in general, and then what are international drug regulatory agencies? Okay, let's see. And role of the international drug regulatory agencies. Responsibility of global regulatory agencies, how it regulates, what it regulates. Global regulatory agencies, we are saying often regulatory agencies. What are all they and which country owns it? What are the different regulatory agencies belongs to each and every country? Means each and every country's regulatory agencies, key regulatory authorities. In this I have chosen very important regulatory authorities which they have their own unique method of verifying and their role. Global regulatory guidelines for GMP. What are all the guidelines being followed by each and every country for GMP? Means good manufacturing practices. And then there are, means as I said, each and every country have their own regulatory authority. Let us see in this particular worldwide regulatory agencies country wise. let us see the country-wise regulatory authorities and review of chapter number 4. This is what we are going to learn today. Let us do a quick recap. What are brand drugs? Innovator drug, and patented drugs, and what are generic drugs? What are the similarities between brand and generic? Same API, same route of administration, same dosage form, and etc. What are the differences? What are the differences? Same API but different excipients. Formulation may differ. NDA, ANDA, etc. And we learned what is IND. We learned what is IND, and then patent drugs. How many years? Examples of brand drugs and generic drugs. Market players. Market players of generic drugs in the globe. These are the things we learned. And then regulatory agencies and international drug regulatory agencies. Let us see what is regulatory agencies first of all. What is regulatory agency in general? An independent governmental body established by legislative act in order to set standards, that is for in any specific field of activity or operations in the private sector of the economy, and then enforce those standards. Okay, these are commonly called regulatory agencies. What are international drug regulatory agencies? What they does importantly, international drug regulatory agencies and organizations play a vital role in meeting the requirements of legal procedures related to drug development process in a country. So within a country they play a major role. So within a country they play a major role according to the legal procedures related to the drug development process. And then the second one is the pharmaceuticals are considered as most highly regulated industries worldwide. So there are so many industries are there in the world, but pharmaceuticals are considered as the most and highly regulated industries, because this is a drug product which is going to be consumed by a patient or a consumer or by the public, which should not cause any damage or an effect, means any side effect. It should not pose any problem to the consumers. Okay, that is the ultimate aim. And the third thing is the primary role of regulatory affairs is to provide strategic and technical advice to the pharmaceutical companies right from the drug development to the successful marketing of the product. They are the one who provides the guidance and an advice to the industries who manufacture the drug. That is, it starts from not only manufacturing, it starts from the basics, that is from the drug development process till the drug product getting marketed, right from the product development till the product getting marketed. Then the role of global regulatory agencies. This also I just simplified, I am giving it in a general form. What they does actually. Global regulatory agencies ensures legal compliances in various legal and regulatory aspects of a drug. Regulatory agencies evaluate safety, efficacy and quality of the drugs, and also regulates development, approval, manufacturing and distribution of drugs, and protects the public health by ensuring that the drugs are safe, effective for their intended use. What they achieve is testing and evaluation of drug pre-market and post-market. What is pre-market and post-market? Pre-market is nothing but the study being conducted from the scratch, from the start of the molecule till the product get approved. And what is post-market is after the product being sold into a market, till they study either the product is, they will evaluate the drug is safe for consumption and it does not cause any side effect or it is causing any side effects. Okay, let us go one by one. The regulatory body ensures compliance is in various legal and regulatory aspects of a drug. And the second one, they evaluate for the safety, efficacy and quality of the drug. When this happens, clinical trials, and they do a complete study, means they will completely review the data and the clinical trial data, and they will assess for the safety and effectiveness of the drug, and then they move to the next step. So what they regulate, importantly, if they see, if you just see, they regulate the development in the sense the research, and then it goes for a clinical trial, and then it goes for an approval, and then only the product can be manufactured. And then once the product is being manufactured, then the products can be distributed into the market. Okay, so what they protect? They protect the health of the public. That is the ultimate aim of any regulatory agencies, to safeguard their public, safeguard the customers, safeguard their consumers by ensuring the drugs are safe and effective for the intended use. What they achieve finally? They achieve the testing and evaluation of drugs pre-market and post-market. What it does in pre-market? Pre-market, yes, everything till the product being sold into a market. What is the post-market study? Is phase 4, that is post-market surveillance study. Okay, to ensure the drug products are safe and it does not cause any side effect, or what is the side effect it is causing. Okay, and then responsibility of international drug regulatory agencies. Once again, I am saying that I am just giving it in a very simplified manner, and this is also in general. Regulatory authority enforces rules and regulations and issue guidelines to regulate drug development process, and then licensing. Any research organization or any manufacturing industry should get license, and then they have to do a registration, and once they obtain an approval, then they have to go for manufacturing, and then for a labeling, and then marketing of the drug. Okay, so I need not to explain this in much because we have already seen enough in our previous chapters. International regulatory agencies, what they are. Okay, so let us see one by one. Let us see what are international regulatory agencies. Let us start from the US. Okay, so US, if it is called FDA, that is Food and Drug Administration. Okay, and then in Europe it is EMA, European Medicines Agency, and UK it is called MHRA, that is Medicines and Healthcare Products Regulatory Agency, and then Canada it is called Health Canada. Okay, and in India it is called CDSCO, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization. In Japan it is called PMDA, that is Pharmaceutical and Medical Device Agency, operates under MHLW, that is Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare. And in Australia it is called TGA, that is Therapeutic Goods Administration. And in Brazil it is called ANVISA. You can check the abbreviation over here. In South Africa it is SAHPRA, that is South Africa Health Products Regulatory Authority. Previously it is called MCC. Now the SAHPRA taken a control. Now SAHPRA is a regulatory authority which oversees the regulation of health products, includes medicines, medical devices, in vitro tests and devices, and radio emitting products and devices used in healthcare industry. Before that, let us see what all the other agencies does. Health Canada is the department of the Government of Canada, responsible for national health policy. The department itself responsible for numerous federal health related agencies. including Canadian Food Inspection Agency and the Public Health Agency of Canada. TGA, it is Therapeutic Goods Administration, belongs to Australia, regulates the quality, supply and advertising of medicines, pathology devices, medical devices, blood products and most other therapeutics. ANVISA is responsible for the approval and supervision of food, cosmetics, tobacco, pharmaceuticals and health related means health services and medical devices. PMDA is responsible for reviewing drug and medical device application. As part of our earlier slide, I have chosen three important key regulatory authorities and let us see that one by one in this particular slide. So, United States Food and Drug Administration, that is FDA, is responsible for regulating drugs, medical devices, food, cosmetics and tobacco products in the US. The FDA has a rigorous approval process that ensures the drugs are safe and effective before they can be sold to any consumer. The European Medicine Agency, shortly called EMA or EMEA, okay, is responsible for evaluating and approving medicines for use in the European Union. The EMA works closely with national regulatory authorities in EU member states to ensure that drugs are safe and effective for patients across Europe. Then in India, CDSCO, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization, are responsible for approval of new drugs, registration and control of imported drugs, approval for clinical trials, laying down standards for the drugs, cosmetics, diagnostics and devices, approval of licenses for high-risk products such as large volume parenteral, yes, there are two types of parenterals, that is SVP and LVP, small volume parenterals and large volume parenterals, vaccines and biotechnology products. GRA guidelines for GMP, that is Global Regulatory Authorities guidelines for GMP or Global Regulatory Agencies guidelines for GMP. FDA belongs to US. The Drug Regulatory Agency of US is FDA, that is Food and Drug Administration, shortly called US FDA, and they follows FDA 21 CFR Part 211. What is that 21 CFR Part 211 is? 21 is a title for food and drug and CFR refers Code of Federal Regulation, and 211, that part 211 refers the current good manufacturing practices for finished pharmaceutical. And then the second one is Europe. The Drug Regulatory Agency of Europe or Europe Union is called EMA or EMEA, that is European Medicines Agency. They follows EU GMP Utilux Volume 4 for GMP. The Drug Regulatory Agency of India is CDSCO, that is Central Drug Standard Control Organization. India follows Schedule M for the Drugs and Cosmetic Acts and Rules for the GMP for pharmaceutical products. Schedule M outlines the requirements for the manufacture of drugs and pharmaceutical products in India. And the Drug Regulatory Agency of Canada is Health Canada. They follows Good Manufacturing Practices Guide for Drug Products, GUI 00. And Australia, their regulatory agency is TGA, Therapeutic Goods and Administration. They follow GMP guidelines outlined in Code of Good Manufacturing Practices for Medicinal Products. This code is commonly referred to as PICS, to Good Manufacturing Practices for Medicinal Products, and Australia is member of the Pharmaceutical Inspection Cooperation Scheme, that is PICS. And the next one is Global Regulatory Authorities, country-wise. Let me take you through quickly into each and every country and their respective regulatory authority. India, we know, US, UK, Australia, Canada, Europe, and then Denmark, it is Danish Medicine Agency. Costa Rica, it is Ministry of Health. New Zealand, it is MedSafe. Sweden, it is Medical Product Agency. Netherlands, it is Medicines Evaluation Board. Ireland, it is Irish Medicines Board. Italy, Italian Pharmaceutical Agency. Nigeria, it is NAFDAC, that is National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control. Ukraine, Ministry of Health. Singapore, Center for Pharmaceutical Administration, Health Sciences Authority. Hong Kong, Department of Health Pharmaceutical Services. Paraguay, Ministry of Health. Sweden, Medical Products Agency, MPA. Thailand, Ministry of Public Health. China, State Food and Drug Administration. Germany, Federal Institute for Drugs and Medical Devices. Malaysia, National Pharmaceutical Control Bureau, Ministry of Health. Pakistan, Drug Control Organization, Ministry of Health. South Africa, SAHPRA, South African Health Product Regulatory Authority, replaces Medicinal Control Council as we discussed earlier. Sri Lanka, SPC, Ministry of Health. Switzerland, it is Swissmedic, Swiss Agency for Therapeutic Products. Uganda, it is Uganda National Council for Science and Technology. Brazil, ANVISA. Japan, PMDA, that is Pharmaceutical and Medical Device Agency, operates under Ministry of Health, Labour and Welfare. A recap of chapter number 4. What we learned today is what are International Drug Regulatory Agency, role of drug regulatory agencies, their responsibilities, both we have seen in general form. In general, global regulatory authorities, global, that is GRAs, guidelines they follow for GMP. For example, US FDA, it is 21 CFR or 211. For EU, it is EMA or EMA. They follows EU GMP Udrelex Volume 4. What are regulatory agencies? In general, and their role especially ensures safety and effectiveness of drug. Assess / evaluate clinical data, clinical trial data, providing approval for drugs, and then does pre-market and post-market evaluation or study. Thank you. By the way, we have completed chapter 4 today, and we are going to step into that is very important topics related to GMP from the next classes. Thank you. Utilize this particular opportunity to understand, learn on cGMP concepts. This will be very helpful for you once you are choosing drug industry, that is a medicine industry, and let us see one by one and also understand the importance of GMP. Okay, thank you. Let us see in the next topic. Until that, I am Gunashekaran signing off. Thank you. Bye bye.